Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to Sundari broadcast. Sundari command updates. Almost said broadcast system. It was a little too soon, But hello, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you all are doing fucking fantastic. Excuse my language, but I just wish the best for you all. I'm Shane, King Faye Official, back at it again with my two boys over here to the left and below me. And let's just get into it. Say hi, everybody. You guys gonna say hi?
Alrighty, Shane. What are we talking about today?
Oh, he doesn't say hi to you guys. That's Chief.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Hi. I'm Chief. I'm one of the co-hosts for this lovely, lovely podcast.
Well,
Above me, this way, because I can't tell directions, is who are you?
Hi, my name is Johnny.
Is your name Johnny?
It's Jonathan, but it's Johnny.
Well, we got exciting stuff today. Very, very, very exciting stuff. And let's just get right into it, Also, hello, Brian. See you there in the comment section. But exciting stuff to get into. Star Wars gaming. I know Chief and John have been wanting to talk about this one for a while now, And this, we're probably going to constantly keep coming back to this topic because it's ever-changing. Stuff always gets new and announced.
Always.
But let's get into this one because this is it's a packed full episode. It's a wild episode, in my opinion. And we got some things to talk about. We got some new updates, some new stuff. And I think the first major one we should probably get into here, and that it should be discussed right away, is EA. Because if any of you remember, EA's licensing was possibly coming to an end with Star Wars, Lucasfilm, and Disney. That they were probably going to be no longer involvement with Star Wars video games, especially after mess ups.
God.
Especially after mess ups of Squadrons, Battlefront 2. So let's just get those feelings right out of the way. You obviously heard Chief and John say their feelings, but let's just go into your feelings, boys. I want to hear it.
The immortal screw up that was Battlefront 2. EA. Come on, man. Gotta give us better content than just, oh, hey, here's crates. That wasn't cool. It wasn't. It botched the launch. It really did. Squadrons. Everybody was super, super, super hyped for Squadrons, and then it flopped, and it just wasn't good.
Don't get me wrong. It was, I think, a good starting. At first, when everybody got it, fun game to play. I think everybody was enjoying the hell out of it. But I think EA's fault was that they never updated it. They should have.
Mm-hmm. That's another reason why Battlefront 2 died so fast, was because they just stopped updating it.
Yeah,
if they gave the manpower and the time to that game, it could be so much better and it could be so much more.
It literally could have. It could have been. But, John, what are your points and takes on EA's?
So to be honest with you, I'm glad EA is probably losing the license because of what Chief just said. Squadrons, Battlefront 2, all those large amount of mistakes were made for those games. I feel like what they should have done is they could have kept going with the rhythm that they were going with Battlefront 2. They had a lot of characters they had in mind to put into the game, but just never did. And then they just stopped updating the game. And then that's when everybody stopped playing it, and them coming out with new characters, new DLCs, new maps, everything. Then it just got boring for everybody. And then Squadrons, they never updated it, and it's just a bland game, in my opinion, but not towards the start.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I think EA's license is definitely coming to an end, but they may have a say or part still because of the success of Jedi Survivor.
Yes.
And Fallen Order.
Yes.
Two great games that had been technically released by EA. And I haven't got to play in Survivor yet. I've played Fallen Order. I love Fallen Order. Good story. I think these two can say the same about Fallen Order. I haven't got to play in Survivor yet, but overall opinions.
4 times.
Yes.
Overall opinion on Survivor right now is that it's a really good game and that people are loving it, and that's good to hear. I know. I was looking at memes before Survivor came out, and it was like, give me 6 hours to play Fallen Order, and I will spend the first 4 lost on fucking Zepho.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
I can remember the very few times that I actually played Jedi Fallen Order. I ended up just rage deleting the game because I don't like Dark Souls type games, and they're just not my forte.
That's understandable.
There are a lot of other people's forte, just not mine. So
Completely understand. Yeah.
I completed the whole game. I loved the game. Also played a little bit of Jedi Survivor. It's good. It's very good. Very good so far. I haven't finished it yet, but
so I think EA's involvement, from what there's nothing really talking about their involvement. It's more of the license is coming to an end. So they had their license for 2013. It was about a 10-year license. We're now starting to touch on the 2023 license. We're not touching on the 2023 license.
Boy, Ubisoft.
yes.
Oh, whoa. Sorry, gentlemen. My computer just freaked out. We're not touching on the 2023 license. So the thing is that their license could come to an end. But the only license I probably see them getting from Disney or Star Wars Lucasfilm is probably the license to continue Jedi Survivor, Cal Kestis Stories, and Fallen Order. Because, in my opinion, you can't hand off a studio to that game. Like, that game, you can't hand it off to another studio, in my opinion, or something. We've seen what happens sometimes when the mishandling of one project to another gets mishandled. So, most likely, I could see EA staying involved with just Cal Kestis Story, and that'll be the term of their license, Yeah. But overall, game-wise, I think their license is coming to an end. And John brought it up already, but let's just get right into the next part because we can't keep talking about EA's future involvement if we're not talking about Ubisoft's involvement now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ubisoft is taking the reins. And personally, I'm a big fan of Ubisoft. Ubisoft has made some great games. Rainbow Six Siege has played Assassin's Creed.
All of the Assassin's Creed series is so
played the hell out of those games. And Ubisoft taking the place of EA is a big talk right now, and I think it's actually on the board. I think basically what Disney, or what Star Wars Lucasfilm is doing, is what they're probably doing is they're giving the ring someone over, see how they do, and their license could probably go for like 10 years again, because they have a new open world video game that they have not announced yet, and it's probably due to the fact that EA license is now ending, and they're finally going to start talking about it more and more, So we have a new open world game.
I do have a slight thing. So since Microsoft did just buy Ubisoft, because they did,
yes,
this raises the question: is Microsoft going to buy Star Wars? Which I don't think they will, but it's a question. It could be brought up, and it could be argued that they could, but also Disney has that license for a very large sum of money from George Lucas.
Disney doesn't just have the license, they now own it all.
So own it.
Disney's not gonna just be like gonna give it up. Think
That's
about
one
it.
of
Disney,
their biggest money makers.
Disney is Thanos. They're collecting the rings. They're collecting the Infinity
collecting
Stone.
all the stones.
Yeah,
they are.
And trust me, Star Wars right now is their biggest industry game, and they're not going to sell it like that. So it's a good question, Chief.
Yeah.
The only thing I could see Microsoft doing is probably getting a license agreement to also make the video games, which makes sense.
Yeah. Maybe release some of them on Game Pass for Xbox.
Yeah.
I got something. Maybe since you said that Ubisoft is a part of Microsoft, and Microsoft could possibly get all the Star Wars franchise. What if Ubisoft and Microsoft partnered up, basically how they are now, and just like both own the rights to it, like as a
don't get me wrong, gentlemen. It's not a terrible idea, but let's just be honest and real with the facts. It's not going to happen.
It's not. It's not.
I hope it doesn't, because I think Ubisoft is a very more trusted.
Well, yeah, think about this. If Microsoft bought Star Wars, they get all the movie rights, and they would have to make movies, and I'm not gonna trust them to make movies, so I'm just gonna let
exactly.
Lucasfilm, Disney do their shit. You know?
Yeah.
All right.
Because they have like I said, it's Disney. They're not gonna give it up unless there's a favor for them and possibly a large sum of money, which is probably not gonna happen because there's no way Microsoft is gonna be able to outbuy that. You know?
Yeah.
The only way you have that is Disney starts crumbling and has to start selling stuff to kind of get money back. You know, only way I see it happening. Probably not gonna happen though. But yeah, so EA's future moment, definitely I think it's just gonna strictly stay within the rings of Fallen Order and Cal Kestis. Ubisoft involvement though, new open world video game that we're getting. Nothing's really been said about this. As I said earlier, there's nothing like too new, I should say. The more thing that just keeps getting announced is that there is a game in progress. It's open world. It's going to be adventure packed. And they're trying, I think, to keep it under the radar until EA's license is completely either rewritten up for just Cal Kestis and Jedi Fallen Order, or they get the license and they start going forward, you know? Yeah. So it happens, you know?
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's the future of Star Wars gaming right there. There is where the future of Star Wars gaming is probably going to happen. Is Ubisoft is going to start making games for Lucasfilm, get more Star Wars games out in the field, which, if in my opinion, if Ubisoft is just give them, if they get the license, give them 5 years, give us Battlefront 3. And do it right.
Yes.
You know? Do it right. But let's be honest, Battlefront 3 is never off the table. It's still work. It still can happen.
Yeah. 100%.
Now, with that being said, and Ubisoft's full venture into this, let's talk about some games that have been announced, could be released.
Yep.
And I think this is a bigger topic, and Chief loves this game. It's KOTOR.
Okay.
KOTOR.
KOTOR
KOTOR's
remake.
good. KOTOR's great. Don't get me wrong. Personally, SWTOR is where it's at. But,
He wish SWTOR got remade.
yeah.
But let's be honest, KOTOR remake really let's be honest, it's a confusing area, that one is.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Very.
A little bit.
Because here's the reason why, personally, I'm like confused with where KOTOR is going. I'm pulling up my link right now. That's why I'm looking away from the camera. KOTOR's remake is a little interesting one because it's in a limbo phase. It was supposed to be released in 2022, if anyone remembers.
Yep.
And now we're in 2023. COVID could have pushed it back, possibly, but from what they've said, KOTOR has been in the... It's an uncertain future right now, but KOTOR's in the remake for 3 years now, and they haven't got it out yet.
Yep.
That's true. That's very true.
Very true.
So is it still what I've heard is that it's still stated to release now, possibly in 2023, but there's no direction
No
for it.
official release date.
Yeah.
Or direction for it.
So what does that mean for KOTOR? Could it get bookshelved and not remade? Yes.
I think so. Could be possible.
It totally can happen.
It's I don't want to say it's more than likely to happen, but it's very...
It's been in limbo phase for a minute now, you know?
Yeah. There's
have
like a 65-35%, like a 65% chance that it's going to get bookshelved and a 35% chance that it's just going to get released. So it's really a toss-up. We don't know what to expect with it.
Yeah.
So what they said is that I kind of just go through this little article for us folks here, is that it was paused indefinitely, but the release is still maybe happening because it was paused indefinitely after both director and art director were fired.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did both get fired. Forgot about that.
And even though Lucasfilm and Sony both stated that they were happy with what they were demoed with, so they were fired even after Sony and Lucasfilm did say, "Hey, we're actually kind of happy with this demo. Go forward with it."
That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense, correct? So what's going on with KOTOR? Wild stuff. It's not. It's saying pause indefinitely, and pause indefinitely is a very big word because it can happen very easily. But what's possibly happening? What's possibly happening with it with KOTOR is that most likely KOTOR could make its comeback still to happen. KOTOR's thing could possibly still happen, but the more likely thing is that
it's probably going to get bookshelved.
Yeah. It's probably going to get bookshelved. I could see it happening. I'm not surprised if it does happen, but it is a possible thing, and I don't want that to happen.
And like if they do that, even though it is a possible thing, so many people are going to get frustrated with that because they're so hyped up by the trailer, and a lot of people were like, "When's it coming out?"
That's
like,
why
give us some updates.
That's why I don't think it's going to get bookshelved indefinitely, but it's still a chance it can get bookshelved, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's very possible because of how far they pushed it back already.
Yeah, the pushback of it is reason why. Because sorry for folks who are not giving your full attention. It's because I am looking at the article right now, kind of doing through my own stuff. But the pushback, possibly a thing. I can see it not happening. I can see it happening though.
It's very true.
I can see it happening though because I don't want KOTOR to not get pushed back. And I don't want KOTOR to not get released because it is a good game and people. And I don't want to see it go down,
Yeah, I gotcha.
I like KOTOR. I was a fan of KOTOR. If Chief was a fan of SOTOR, I know, but KOTOR still is good. Is a good game.
KOTOR's good. It's great.
The thing is, I don't want to see KOTOR go down the drain. So it's probably
why.
I can see KOTOR just being held off right now for the time being.
That's probably the best decision for Asper, which is the game company that's developing the remake of KOTOR.
Yeah,
and Lucasfilm, because if they say that they're gonna keep pushing it back and keep doing everything,
Lucasfilm might just give it to Ubisoft.
Yeah, they're just gonna lose money. In the end, they're just gonna lose money.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. And Ubisoft, and actually bringing up that point, Ubisoft could have an opinion or take on taking over KOTOR's remake, but I don't see that happening either. I can see Ubisoft just focusing on their own game right now to get something out for the fans. But KOTOR, it's in a limbo phase, so I don't want to say get hyped for KOTOR still. I would say just play it by the ear, look into what stuff's going on with KOTOR. If it gets pushed back again, it's probably not happening then. If it gets... I've seen stuff get pushed back and it happens, but for an entire year pushback, that's a different situation, So can KOTOR still be a thing? Yes, it can. Can it not be? That's also a situation where I can see happening. But this is a game that if you piss off the fans with, it's not gonna be fun. People want to see Revan again, so just you might want to give them Revan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but here's the next big announcement. Star Wars Eclipse.
Ooh,
that game looks very good.
Big game.
This is like a minor announcement because we really can't talk about Star Wars Eclipse because there's nothing to talk about Star Wars Eclipse with. But Star Wars Eclipse, we all saw that trailer. Come on, you couldn't say you were not hyped or maybe weirded out. It's a good trailer.
It looks.
It was very interesting.
It possibly looks. It in my opinion, from leaks and I've seen, maybe we're looking at a High Republic game.
That's what I thought too when I first saw it too.
Which now means the question: Survivor.
Is it gonna play into Acolyte?
Yes, but Survivor also gave us a High Republic Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Two. Could they make connections?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Can it play in the Acolyte? That's all big questions, that we can be asking. The sad thing is, this game is going to probably release in 2027.
Yeah. Well, not I don't think that they said 2027. I think they back in 2021 they said that it was at least 3 to 4 years away from launch.
So 2025, 2026.
So possibly even 2024, 2025 release.
Yes.
From what I'm reading. Other sources say that we could see it late 2023. But
I don't see it late 2023. This game,
that's a long shot.
I don't think so.
Latest is what I've got is 2026, early 2027.
Yeah.
Earliest, don't count the 2023. Earliest though is probably 2024.
Yeah.
Late 2024 though, early 2025.
Like quarter 3 2024.
Because this is a big game. This is, I've heard, possibly another open world game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, visually, now I don't always kind of go with the visuals of trailers because usually visual trailers get nice and cleaned up. Game effects, not so much when they first get shown, you know. But if the trailer is promising us that good of visuals, this is gonna be a seller game. You know, this could be like a SOTOR type thing where you get to choose your allegiance. You know, I've heard that. I heard you get to choose your allegiance possibly this game. So you could be bounty hunter, you could be Mandalorian, you could be Jedi, you could be whatever you want. You know, possibly Sith if they do Sith route stuff. You know, so this is a game that you can ask those questions about. You know, and it's very fun type stuff. And I'm excited for Star Wars clips. I love the design of that game. You know, especially if, like the tease of like the liquid dude. You know, he coming out of like the dark liquid. He's not really the liquid dude, but it's a very interesting game because it's what are we talking about? What is it? If this is a canon game, what are we trying to explore? You know, and you never know. You know, exploring canon games like that, it is interesting in my opinion. You know, interesting. You know, and honestly, this is branching out for EA or like Star Wars to give different opinions. You know, and get different ideas of who they want to license their games to. You know,
speaking of that. I was just actually about to bring up the fact that I'm super excited that it's being made by the same studio that made Detroit Become Human.
That is a big major plus.
Such a good studio, such a good game.
Dude,
that game was amazing.
Amazing.
So good.
Amazing game. And that actually has the same type of storyline like Detroit Become Human where you play maybe like different people, you know? Ooh, good games, you know what I'm saying? And it couldn't have that because we all know, many of us played Detroit Become Human. It's a great game. It is. It's a truly fantastic game.
Yes.
You haven't played it. Where you at, brother? Get on that game.
Yeah.
This is, in my opinion, if you actually kind of look at this, in my opinion, the reason why so many Star Wars games are getting released in different studios is because I could see this as going back to time with the EA and Ubisoft thing. It is a way for Lucasfilm to get an idea of who they want to license their games to.
Yeah, I see that 100% being the reason why.
Yeah, it is. It's playing around the bush. You know, it's like, man, you know, it's figuring out what you want to do. You know, but like, I need
the waters everywhere.
Here's the thing. We've kept this man too silent for too long because he's eating over there. This man needs to start talking about his opinion.
Okay, so
as he eats,
my personal opinion is that for the game that is coming out, I feel like what's going to happen, like you said, open world. If it is open world, I could see it where it's like, if they do it correctly, it could be tied perfectly with, maybe they bring like the two High Republic characters from Jedi Survivor into the game as like side characters or side missions or like main missions. And then something else that I think would be very interesting would be, like you said, testing the water for each business, because then it will determine after the Ubisoft deal is over, if it's 5-10 years, however long, who they want to go to next for someone to take over the reins for Star Wars. And if they give it to that company that made Detroit Become Human, I would 100% be satisfied as well, because Detroit Become Human is in my opinion, one of the best games that has been made in probably the last
real quick,
probably decade.
Before you get into what Eric said, is that where you're going?
I was just gonna address the first part of his comment. I just want to get that man a little catched up, So yes, Eric came in. Hello, Eric. Happy to have you in the podcast today. Usually Eric can never join because he's in Southern Africa right now, so it's like 2 a.m. his time. But Eric, happy to have you here. We're just talking about right now the future of Star Wars Eclipse. Right now, we've just we're jumping around between our main topics that we're talking about, just kind of addressing. Right now, we're on Star Wars Eclipse and the early development phase of that game and where it could possibly release at. And then we're going to get into the second part of this comment.
All right. So what I just read was the studio says we will have the power to make choices with consequences thanks to many outcomes in this deeply branching narrative. So I am thinking that from that specific comment that it's going to be like Detroit Become Human, where you play as multiple different characters and one decision,
28 stab wounds.
Oh my god! One decision could affect something later in the game. Oh god. Sorry. Better go on another tangent, but I'm not going to do that. The studio that is making Star Wars Eclipse is named Quantic Dream, and they actually opened a brand new studio in Paris to handle the support or to help support this new game. So the Paris HQ will be handling the bulk of the writing and the story, while the new team in North America, sorry, my bad, did not read there. The new team in North America, staffed by former Square Enix Montreal, Eidos Montreal, and Ubisoft Montreal developers, will be handling the action and world design. So, is Ubisoft helping with this?
That's
or
what
is
I
it
just got.
Former Ubisoft execs from the former Montreal.
So to go into that, they would have said former unless they're basically putting former in front of everybody and saying they're all former pop. But I think they would have possibly said former as well in front of that person.
Mm-hmm.
But so Ubisoft, where it is again, Ubisoft taking the place of EA is now becoming a bigger question. So that's now actually changes the narrative and point, in my opinion, is that KOTOR's its own thing. Star Wars Eclipse is getting its backing by Ubisoft, which means Ubisoft is having a hand in Star Wars Eclipse, which technically means this could mean a license agreement deal made. Well, it's made between Ubisoft and Lucasfilm already.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yes. This is big. This is really big.
That's a big game changer right there. And I just want to point out, Eric, we're all excited for Star Wars Eclipse, so you're not the only one.
You would have read the freaking things, you would have known.
I did read. I didn't read that far.
I feel like what also is interesting about that they're saying that there's former Ubisoft employees involved is that we're getting the information that they're former, but you never know. They still could probably have connections in the business. Probably still got some pals over there talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna have a partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in my opinion, this is good news. Good news,
Very good.
Very good news right here. In my personal opinion, if we're getting this type of content with Star Wars Eclipse, it just makes it 20 times better. Because let's be honest, what Chief has been mentioning is that this is definitely a Detroit Become Human game. And let's be honest, I love Detroit Become Human. It was a great game.
Like I said,
so if they're doing multiple stories like that, better. And I love the idea of your actions have consequences in a game. So to do that in a Star Wars game, especially with Star Wars Eclipse, 20 times better. It is 20 times better, and I'm very excited for that. It's good. And I want to bring up a comment that our good old boy Renzo just pointed out here. Is that now imagine if they continue to work in Battlefront 2 rather than dropping it so fast. So sad. Yes. So sadly, I think Battlefront 2 is gonna probably be done.
They've been done with that.
They've been done.
Yeah. EA's license agreement is officially, I think, now just hearing that stuff, EA's license agreement is probably done, and their probably only involvement with Star Wars games is gonna be Fallen Order and Survivor with Cal Kestis' storyline.
Also, another way that they confirm that is so a few weeks ago, they put out an announcement on the EA Twitter or something saying that they're shutting down all the online servers for Battlefront 2.
I heard about that. I did hear about that. It is coming to an end. So Battlefront 2 is, it's sad to say, but Battlefront 2, like I said, I think for Ubisoft, give them time. They'll get us a Battlefront game.
Yeah.
They will give us a Battlefront game.
It's gonna take them a hot minute, but they'll get there.
But
they'll get there.
And they'll also get it done.
Oh my God, Kurt.
Oh
Eric,
my yes.
Eric, it's possible if you think about it. It is so possible. They're all there still.
Yes.
So Black Flag is probably, in my arguability, is probably the best Assassin's Creed game.
I'm gonna argue with that. Second best.
Okay, still, it's one. I think it's one of the best. One of the best Assassin's Creed.
It's top 3.
If they're involved with Star Wars Eclipse, or even involved in a Star Wars open world video game that Ubisoft has announced they haven't given us the title to, gonna be a great game. Going to be a great game, and I'm super excited for that. Very excited for that. But like I said, just give Ubisoft time. They'll give us a Battlefront game. I know they'll do us justice.
Justice.
Yes.
Security to our new gaming empire.
Yes. Yeah. And but this is some good stuff. I think by the time it is good to be a Star Wars fan right now. Gaming just got a whole lot better in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Now, so okay, I want to address this comment. Isn't Star Wars gaming IP free real estate like others can make Star Wars games? So actually, no. There's a licensing deal with Lucasfilm to make those games, to make either any Star Wars project based off Star Wars. So there's a licensing agreement. That's why EA is probably not going to be involved with much of the Star Wars game industry anymore. When it comes to that, they're probably just going to be involved with Cal Kestis, and that will be it. It's not totally free real estate. There is licensing deals or partnerships made. That is the full state of it. So like KOTOR and SOTOR, I believe are both Asper, or someone else makes SOTOR, Chief. Did someone else make SOTOR, or were they both Asper? We'll get back to you on that. Chief will find that answer out for me. But KOTOR is developed by Asper. That was a partnership / I think a licensing agreement to make the KOTOR game and make the KOTOR remake of that game. SOTOR, I believe, was like another licensing deal. But Ubisoft is now going to be the main possible gaming or developer that's going to pump out Star Wars video games like how EA used to do. So this is probably going to be the main force,
EA made it. Wow.
EA made what? KOTOR, SOTOR. Okay, so like I said, yeah, so that's probably EA. So EA's licensing deal is coming to an end. So like SOTOR, I don't think it's going to be gone, but I think SOTOR might be part of their own little licensing small deal, But God, it's good to be a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Especially with Ubisoft in control now.
I am sorry for you Marvel MCU fanboys. Your time is over. It's time for the Star Wars fans to reign now.
Yes, we go back to the beginning.
We're getting some
for the next 10, 20
projects.
years.
Yes.
Yeah, for the next 10, 20 years.
We're not oversaturating ourselves, which that could still be a danger for Star Wars fans. We could be oversaturated soon, but still, right now we're at a steady pace.
Yeah. 100%.
And also, another thing I just got to point out is EA, they brought out Battlefront 2 very quickly, like she said in a comment. Something with Ubisoft, though, is they care about their games and their fans for their games.
Yeah, they care about their
image. Like to come out with more updates. Like Rainbow Six Siege has been out since 2016, and they're still updating that game.
They will listen to the fans.
They always listen to the fans.
Every week it gets updated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to point out. I love
also, I didn't know Shane played Rainbow, so.
I didn't know that either. I just
we're gonna have to play now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to play Rainbow
I used
Six
to.
Siege.
Okay, I have to re-download Rainbow. Okay.
You're re-downloading it after the
Dude, I
podcast.
used to get, real quick, just the.
Yeah, I gotta
you're
re-download
gonna
it.
hear this off topic. Since I used to be a Blackbeard main, a Nomad main.
You go away. Go away.
No. I really liked playing Blackbeard for the Deagle. I just love the Deagle. You know?
That's the only reason you played Blackbeard?
Oh yeah.
Just for
Not
the
even
Desert
for the
Eagle?
shield?
No, I played him after the shield got debuffed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I
You're
played him after
still
the shield.
weird, but it's like last
I
weird.
used to be a Nomad main. I'm not like
Why?
basic. I'm not because
Why? She's
Nomad's
the biggest hitbox in the game.
No, Nomad's fucking special ability of boosting you the block back, and I used to play those properly.
It's just called Finka.
Yeah.
Just play Finka.
I never got to play Jackal as much because he always kept getting banned.
Yeah.
He's still.
Yeah, I play
Who else
Lion.
did I used to for defense? I used to play Legion. Was it Legion?
Okay, that's a fair one. That's a fair
Legion.
One.
I played Doc for fun.
Doc,
I
okay.
loved playing
Okay.
Doc. Doc was
That
fun to play.
I can agree with. Doc.
And
Doc
then
is real.
who else did I used to play for defense? I used to play what's his name? I was telling Renzo about this who I used to play. It's
I played Jaeger and Mozzie.
yes,
I
played
some
Mozzie.
of the most annoying defenders imaginable.
I love Mozzie's like voice clips half the time. That's why I love. We're getting off topic.
Cosmic Seagull.
Yeah, we're getting off topic of
Okay,
Star Wars.
okay.
We're going into Rainbow.
Okay. Okay. So Eric brings up another good comment here. Ubisoft has created the most great online games, amazing map. I have no doubt they'll make an awesome Battlefront game. Yes, I believe it. They'll probably actually do Battlefront correctly. They'll listen to their fans. Like, in my opinion, if you're going to do a Battlefront game, can we just do prequel in OG era? I was never a big fan of sequel era gameplays.
I like it.
Just give me prequel and think OG. They're probably going to do sequels, but still,
Just do it less.
More
prequel content. Please.
Literally. It's exciting. It is good stuff. Good stuff.
I think we're
It is.
at the point where we need to switch topics, Shane.
We gotta switch. So we're gonna.
I think I know which one you want to switch to.
Oh,
I
man.
think I'm reading your mind because I want to switch to this one too.
I'm so happy. Okay.
Empire War.
Empire War is making its massive comeback finally. Thank the Lord and Savior for this beautiful time. It's not like it's not a rumor anymore, Chief. Steam announced it.
Yeah.
They announced it on Steam. Okay. Basically, for those who don't know or probably never played Empire War, or if you have played Empire War, I don't know. Did someone explain Empire War in like better terms?
It is a.
It's
a multiplayer RTS.
Yes, it's very strategic game. It's a very strategic game. It's multiplayer. They're also a single player campaign that you can do. I'm right now replaying the campaign for Fall of the Republic. Empire War comes with so many mods that you can do, and I suggest doing mods for Empire War instead of playing the basic game.
Always.
But here's the big announcement about this: is that Empire War is getting its grand update. It's making its return, and Steam has announced it. God, I am so excited.
Same.
Okay, I'm a big fan of this game. I'm a big supporter for this game. So they're doing it's the 4.0 grand update, Galactic Civil War update. They're going back to their roots of the Imperial era, which I love and respect. It's gonna look better. There's gonna be some better graphics, I've heard, which is just great.
Yes.
They're finally doing like Fall of the Republic graphics on their game, and that is beautiful. Yes, I have gotten everybody in this I've gotten everybody in this podcast to be on Empire War at one point. It's a fun game. Yes, Rinsler is correct. Possibly lag still. It depends on who you're playing.
Possible.
But most likely no more. Empire War, let's go. Let's make its comeback. Well, what do they now? So we're gonna go through this one together. Okay, folks. We're gonna go through this one together. Okay, so Empire War. This is good. Here's the main topic of the day. It's finally here with the grand update. We now consider remake a complete experience. but it is far from a finished product, which is good. They're knowing to say, hey, we're not there yet. Give us a little bit more time. With some major reworks being done and the sandbox fully fleshed out, new content should be releasing much more often. The 4.0 update is a total overhaul of the entire game, leaving nothing untouched. Forget everything you know about the vanilla and previous versions of the remake because it's a whole new beast. We hope you enjoy our unique take on Empire War, focused on a large-scale, exciting warfare and our new ground overhaul. They're touching everything. They're remaking it all. They're going through it all again, which is
finally
good.
Mean we can have more than 10 units on ground.
Oh my god.
Please.
Okay.
Please.
So, like I said, so for the web overhaul, the ground update. Not the ground update. New maps and new gameplay focused on capturing powerful sectors. New minor factions, so you're going to get possibly other factions involved. Each of which has unique units. Each economy overhaul, which if you played the campaign, biggest thing. So they're doing the economy again differently, which is I'm actually a little excited because I hate the slow production shit. It annoys me sometimes. And a new AI only. Observer. Sit back and watch the chaos as the AI plays the whole game for you. Interesting stuff. Space overhauls. New modular space stations. New secondary space stations, including Golem platforms. So they're actually doing Golem platforms. If you played the vanilla version or previous remake versions, you never got Golem platforms unless you downloaded mods to get Golem platforms. They're finally adding it into their game. New Starfighter overhaul, including new Starfighter behavior. No more blobs, new weapons, and many new units. And new space units, including the Hutt fleet. They're bringing in the Hutts. The Underworld's a proper faction. They're doing the Underworld. The Underworld's going to be its own faction in the game. Finally.
Crusaders too.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
I was looking through the screenshots.
This is good.
Before we started talking about this, and I was like, Neo Crusaders.
So I sadly can't add the link into this, but I definitely go on Steam community and look up Empire War. That's where you'll find this. The ground overhauls, new regiment system, build and deploy entire armies at once. Okay. New mechanics, new types of infantry and vehicles, new weapons and abilities, new modular base overhaul, new buildings and defense building types, and new bombing runs. Each type of bomber has its own weapon/bomb loadout. So it's not going to be the same. It's going to be new for each one. Whew.
Neo Crusaders.
This is going to be... Oh, wait. All the content in this mod is not free to use in any other mod or game without permission of the creators. And this mod has... Okay. So I got to test this out. I got to test something out later. Okay. It's back, boys. It is back. They're doing it. They are doing it. Okay, there's one more thing. Miscellaneous overhauls, an incredibly extensive audio overhaul with nearly 9,000 new audio files added to the game.
Wow.
Featuring all new SFX voices, voiceovers, and music from your favorite Star Wars content. Enjoy the nostalgia of custom loading screens for each map. Nice. New UI overhaul, new in-battle AI changes, many optimizers, red done unit descriptions, and much, much more. Whew. Empire War. Empire War.
It's big.
I'm gonna subscribe. You need I'm gonna subscribe to this.
We need the DLC for this.
Yeah, that's what I find though. I'm still subscribing. Cause yeah, there's oh god, it's gonna be beautiful.
It's gonna be a big mod.
God.
Gigantic.
No, there might be a troop limit still. So there's definitely. I think they're doing different eras. You can do either the Imperial era, the Republic era. That's what I'm seeing from like the images,
Uh-huh.
So, God, it's finally making a comeback, and I'm so excited. You don't understand the excitement.
I do understand your excitement.
I encourage everybody to download Empire War and just give it a run. It's not everybody's type of game, but it is fun. Whew. So there might be a troop limit still. I do not know if they're still going to do it. There's probably going to still be a troop limit that's probably a thing still, but it may get upped a bunch, because 10 units is sometimes BS. But my God, I am so excited. I played the vanilla version.
Just can't.
I played the mod versions, so I'm hoping this game is gonna be fun again. Not fun again. It's always been fun for me. This game is just gonna be new and exciting. So it's so exciting to have it back. Oh my God! I don't know, John and Chief. Give me your thoughts.
I gave my thoughts. I'm super excited for it. Yeah, John, take it away.
So I haven't really played the game, but
I'll get you into it.
he'll probably get me into the game. These two. When it comes out, the remaster remake, I don't know exactly what it is, but if they get me to play it, I'll play it with them. But I'm excited that these two are very excited about this game and can't wait to see what it looks like and possibly try it out.
That's not the question that you should have asked him. That's not the thing that you should say.
Everybody that has played against me either rage quits or hates me. So
yeah,
I would love to duel you in space and land.
All right.
Oh, he's challenging you. Okay.
It is challenging me. You challenge the king of Empire.
That's your new nickname.
Are you challenging me?
Shane, your new nickname is Grand Admiral Sean.
Oh my God.
It
is just I can't say it enough. Cannot say it enough. It is great to be a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
We are just living the dream right now.
The dream, boys. The dream.
The dream.
Ubisoft taking over. You got Star Wars Eclipse, Empire War. The KOTOR is kind of a letdown, but still good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm excited.
Jedi Survivor's doing good. We're finally getting back on track. It's good. Like watch DC get back on track and start blowing some water.
Yeah.
It's what I'm at a loss for words, people. Yeah.
That's great.
My excitement, not just for Empire War, but my excitement in general for Star Wars content, it's good. It is a good time,
Yeah. Last few years have been a little shaky.
But it's rough. Okay because it's paying off in the end, gentlemen. We're getting what we want. We're getting one of the most trusted, in my opinion, one of the most trusted companies to make games, be the creator of new upcoming Star Wars games, and we also possibly got a lot more on the way.
That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help.
I'll try myself against the hard AI as preparation.
I have dueled the hard AI, but I put 2 hard AIs against me.
Yeah, you've done 2v1 and almost 3v1.
I've done 3v1 and 1.
I don't play against him. It doesn't work. You won't win.
I'm going through the campaign again, and I'm doing like Admiral campaign right now.
Oh, jeez.
It's I just
Schmadmiral Schmon.
Schmadmiral Schmon.
Star Wars gaming. I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's just my overall thoughts for Star Wars gaming is I am excited.
Next thing you know, you find out tomorrow that Ubisoft is releasing a game like in the next few months.
Yeah.
One of these days, y'all are just gonna come on the podcast and Shane's just gonna be blue. It's gonna be blue with a white uniform on.
Oh my God. Grand Admiral Schmon.
Playing some Empire War.
Yeah.
Just he's in the
floor.
Yes. Yeah, we need proper Star Wars games, and Ubisoft will definitely deliver, Eric. I cannot 100%. Agree more. It is I'm happy. I am very much happy.
Imagine if Ubisoft made like an RE6 version of like a Star Wars game.
I can see that.
That could be very fun.
It could be, you know.
A what?
Like Rainbow Six Siege version of a Star Wars game.
They could do it.
That could actually be a little interesting, you know?
They could do it.
I don't know how you would do it, but it'd be really cool. If you did like
this is how you could do it.
If you did like Mandalorian clans versus one another.
Yes.
You could do commandos.
Or you could have it like this. So like in certain things you could have it to where clones and Mandos, and then like for one thing, and then like droids and other
or droids and clones, and then commandos and Mandos.
Commandos and Mandos, and then Rebellion and Empire, and then like each of them have like their own special.
You could also just do Mando versus Mando.
Yeah, you could.
That too. Or what you could do is like, you know how we saw those like Mando Stormtrooper hybrids in the Mandalorian season finale? Mm-hmm. Mandos versus those.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I can see it.
Yes. But I'm loving it, people. I am loving it. And I personally, I don't have time to talk about Star Wars Visions. We don't have time for it.
No.
I was trying to make time for it, but at this point we can no longer make time for this. So I think what we're gonna give you folks is that next episode will go over an hour again. We'll go over like an hour and 10. Well, I think we're gonna cut the live. We're gonna cut it here.
We'll grab more people for next week's episode.
Yeah, definitely will.
For sure.
Oh, hey Shade, I won't be here for next week's episode. I'm sorry.
She was gone.
I won't be here.
I'm cold again.
I'll be somewhere having fun, running out on a battlefield.
Yeah, she's gonna.
So possibly Ava, possibly Ken.
Yes. So you're gonna see someone else probably join us today. If it's just me and John next week, it's just me and John. Me and John had fun last week. You know, you can see a couple people here. We might do a couple more people here because Visions is a big topic, and we want to definitely talk about Visions. But hey, happy to have you all today. Happy to see you all today. Yeah. Please take care. You can obviously you know where to find me, King Faye 4 Official here. All of our links are down in the description. Chief's link tree and his streaming server is down in the description. But hey, give us away your outro, boys.
Hi, I'm Chief again. My links are down in the description. It's the linker tree. First link will take you to my Discord server where I sometimes hang out. If you ping me, I'll notice. That second link is my Twitch channel. If you want to go over there and drop me a follow, I Twitch stream sometimes when I have the time. And so John, take it away that way because I can't.
So my name is John. You can follow me on Chain server as jb.sws. That is also my TikTok. If you want to find more of my information, it is also in my I'm gonna upload it into my DMs or like my bio for my Discord. So you should find everything easy in there. And that's about it.
Yeah, and just we're gonna try a new thing here for a second. It's we're gonna try this real quick.
What are you doing?
I don't know, man. We'll figure it out.
What are you pinging?
No, that's this. Well, good day, and we're always the command. Back at it today. We're always the command boys, giving you the freshest update in the Star Wars community, or trying to give you school stuff. You know, so I became Australian there for a second, but. Take care.
May the Force
be with you. I hope you enjoy our tangent podcast because it wouldn't be us without our tangents and our crazy side offs. Enjoy us though. We'll see you there. We'll see you next week. You can just own Chief of the Star Wars fan now. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.